In this brief video session, I wanted to give an introduction to the DNN, or .NET Nuke Content Management System. We use the DNN management system as our application development platform, which means for us that we use .NET Nuke like our Lego set. We know that all of the elements work together, they plug together, and they allow us to build incredible, creative solutions that are more than the individual parts that they might have begun from. So in Legos, you have certain parts that are doors, and certain parts that are bricks, and other parts that are wheels, and you click them all together, and today you make a car, and tomorrow you make a boat, and the next time you make a spaceship or a fort. And you have a great time putting together different items to creatively solve a problem that you were put forth. We do the same thing, and .NET Nuke is our platform for building. We bring together the different tools and different elements that are either built into the core of DNN, or we add in external modules to add new functionality and abilities to the system, or we custom build our own and add them into the set. What we have at the end is a wonderfully cohesive, well put together system that allows for flexibility, creativity, and again, flexible ways to approach and solve solutions for websites. The screen at the moment that I'm showing is the main DNNsoftware.com website. There are other related corporate websites that get you connected to the online store, where there are different modules and developers showing off the different types of things that they're able to do within DNN and offering their services for those. When you spend time in the DNN website, you find that there's a rich community of developers supporting and working within DNN. Just a brief point of history is that DNN is an open source ASP.NET content management system. It is supported by, but not owned by or run by, Microsoft, and is really powered by a robust community of people doing things every day with their customers and clients within .NET Nuke. You'll find that there are a lot of big names and good company within people using the DNN system. In 2012, the Department of Defense announced that DNN was chosen as the official platform for all outward-facing public websites. So you'll find today that websites such as the Marines.mil and Air Force.mil, AF.mil, are all built on DNN, and you'll find, if you look around, that there are plenty of DoD-based items that have been built with DNN. So oftentimes when I'm discussing security and features of the platform with clients, when it comes to security, I mentioned that the DoD has vetted and approves of .NET Nuke, and that is a wonderful both answer to the question and testament at the same time. Today's brief session, or this brief session, is really going to focus on giving you just an introduction. I want to log in to a DNN instance and just step around to a couple of different pages showing you what they look like, and then we'll go on to our next sessions to really get into details. The beginning to mention is that when you log into DNN, you log in with your roles and rights for your specific user. Some users can be assigned as an administrator. Other users can be assigned as just one specific purpose or role, and maybe they can only edit one page or one specific piece of content. We'll talk about that later on in the series. But just to begin with, I'm going to log in as a host full-level administrator. Before I do so, I want to mention that there are features built in place so that if you have a username and password and you do forget what that is, you can certainly come to the login screen and click the Reset Password button. In most newer versions of DNN, that will send you an email to your email address that you're registered with and give you a reset link where you can change and update what your password should be after you've confirmed that by the email address. At the moment, I'm logging in as a host. So to begin with, the first difference you'll see in the website is that there is now a control panel at the top of the screen, and that stays with the top of the screen as I scroll. We'll get into that control panel specifically in the next section, but I briefly wanted to give an overview to the DNN system and editing and managing things within the DNN system. The point of DNN is that it is a browse-to-edit website system. So if you want to make an edit on the About Us page, you go to the About Us page to make edits. Once you are there, you have several different ways that you can jump in and start making edits and changes into a piece of content. There's a quick view, which once you select it, allows you to quickly make edits and changes right there on the page so that you can begin making visible edits and changes. There is a full editor or WYSIWYG editor where you can go in and edit things in very much a Microsoft Word or full editor type view. The point is that if you are experienced working within Word, PowerPoint, any Microsoft products, if you update your own Facebook information, then you have all the skills necessary to have full control and edit capabilities of your website and be able to control your content within the DNN system. In the next several sessions, we will walk through how you work within the main editor, how you add new pages, how you create new users, and work on more complicated tasks. But to begin with, in the next session, we will talk about an introduction to that control panel and what you can do with it. Thank you.